everyone, it's Cara, your favorite PescaVeniVegan, coming to you today for our, well, it's supposed to be a Meatless Monday recipe, but we're using the Veni today of our PescaVeniVegan. We have venison, ground venison, that we are using in this dish. And so this is another recipe that I saw off the Stunning Misadventures YouTube channel. So I'm gonna link their video of this recipe because I'm modifying it again. Theirs was not vegan either. So I'm modifying it, but I'm gonna link their original recipe video for this pasta bake dish we're making today in the description below. So I have already put in 2 cups, which is 16 ounces of our pasta, which today we are using our quinoa pasta that I get from Sam's. This is penne. It's made of quinoa, so lots of protein. 2 cups of that in there, or 16 ounces. Then it called for a pasta sauce, so we're using Prego Traditional, also from Sam's. It is vegan, gluten-free, etc. So we are using that, and you use 3.5 cups of that. Then we're going to use water, and there's 2.5 cups of water in there as well. And then we used, it's supposed to be 1/2 pound of ground meat that was already browned. So I went ahead and browned a full pound of venison. I don't know, just makes more, I guess. So that's in there. And then it calls for different spices. So we used 1/2 teaspoon of this, because it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so you want to make sure and do the math there. 1/2 teaspoon. They called for 1/2 of a packet of Splenda, which is 2 teaspoons for a full packet. So 1 teaspoon of sugar. However, this sugar is 2-to-1, so it had to be 1/2 teaspoon. Math! All right, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we use sea salt. Then a full teaspoon of garlic. Nummy, nummy. A full teaspoon of onion powder. And then I used 2.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. They used things separately that are in Italian seasoning, like basil and parsley and oregano, stuff like that. So I just went ahead and used Italian seasoning for the equivalent of all those spices instead of doing them separately. And then they used a teaspoon of red pepper flake. I can't, it's too spicy for my family. They just cannot handle that much. So I only used 1/2 teaspoon. So now it says to mix all this stuff together. So we're gonna do that. It says mix well. Doesn't it just look marvelous already? And we haven't even put it in the oven yet. By the way, you're gonna turn your oven on to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's gonna cook for 30 minutes covered. So we're gonna put a lid on this before we put it in the oven, or you could use foil if you don't have a lid for whatever container you're using. All right, I think that's mixed pretty good. Then you top it with cheese. Now what they do is they top it with 1.5 cups of mozzarella, and then part of a container of yogurt. I didn't have any vegan yogurt today, so I'm just gonna use the cheese. This is Daiya mozzarella style shreds. It says 1.5 cups of cheese, so I'm just gonna cover the top. Just gonna layer it with cheese. Nummy, nummy. And I want a little bit more cheese, so I already had some cheddar style Daiya thawed, so we're gonna put that on there too. Cheese. Well, vegan cheese. Cover every little spot of sauce. All right, so 425 degree oven for 30 minutes, and we're gonna cover it. And then I will come back and show you the finished product. Okay, it's been a little over 30 minutes because I was a little late getting this out of the oven, but looks like 30 minutes was plenty at 425. Our pasta bake is done from the Stunning Misadventures YouTube channel, and it has venison in it. So this is a Veni-Vegan dish, and it smells and looks delicious. I stirred it up. The cheese was still on the top, but I stirred it up because I wanted to make sure the noodles were done, because I use gluten-free noodles, and well, sometimes they're different cooking, so I just wanted to make sure. But everything's good, and it tastes delicious. We're good to go. Hope you guys give this one a try. Bye.